Welcome back, everyone. My guest is Julius Erving. It's time now for hit and run. It's the toughest thing you'll ever do, okay? I'll say something, first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Best basketball city, New York or Philly?
New York.
Favorite meal?
Italian.
Favorite NBA rivalry?
Boston, Philly.
Toughest matchup for you in your career?
Bernard King.
Okay. Most memorable dunk you ever made?
Washington Cap Center. Alvin Hayes, Wes Unseld on defense. Julius Erving on offense.
Most memorable moment in your career?
The sweep of the Lakers. Sixers win, Lakers lose, 4-0. That was the moment.
The ABA team that could have won an NBA championship?
Indiana Pacers, New York Nets, probably the 1975 Kentucky Colonels.
You wore number 32 in the ABA. The significance of the number 6 you wore in the NBA?
Used that number in the Olympic development program where I was leading scorer and rebounder. And you're going to find it's hard to believe, but Bill Russell wore number 6.
Lots of unusual things went on in the ABA. What was the weirdest ABA promotion you ever saw?
Indiana, they had a guy wrestle a bear at halftime.
A real bear?
Bear had a muzzle, yeah. A bear had a muzzle, and he had his, he was declawed and he had a muzzle, but he slapped the guy around pretty good. and we came out.
Right.
I mean, it's like, I'm gonna have a guy wrestle a bear. I'm not going to the locker room. Are you kidding? we were right there watching.
Wow.
The fans went, wow. You talking about the fans going, wow.
Wackiest teammate ever?
Wendell Ladner. Wendell Ladner. Number 4, God rest his soul. He was wacky, man. He wanted to be Burt Reynolds. Burt didn't play ball.
Right.
That was the only problem. You're a ball player. You're not Burt Reynolds. He said, but I love the ladies.
The active player whose game most impresses or amazes you?
I really like Kevin Durant, and I pull for him. Well, I think he's a great guy. I think he's not underrated at all, but he's my underdog.
Best piece of advice anyone ever gave you?
Back to Mr. Russell, and sitting with me once when I was 19, on the campus at UMass, and he said, what's the most important building in the campus? I thought it was a trick question, and I fell right into it, and I said the gym. Thinking we were talking about basketball.
Right.
And he said, no, it's the library.
Basketball shorts, then or now?
Man, those shorts we wore were the greatest.
You appeared in the basketball film The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. How do you not play Jabbar in the fourth quarter of the championship game?
Because he had a fight with the director.
So they
I mean, he slammed a chair and he walked off the set. And so we couldn't film him in the fourth quarter. He was
Wow.
gone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it needed a little attitude adjustment.
Oh, gotcha. If you had a mulligan in life, what would you do over?
That's one of the hardest questions I've ever been asked.
That's why they pay me the big money.
I might have gone to Milwaukee.
Really?
They drafted me.
Yeah. Favorite late night snack? You're sitting, sweatpants, watching TV. What are you shoveling in your mouth?
Twizzlers. Strawberry Twizzlers.
All right. And finally, Doc, if you were trapped in a foxhole, what person would you most like to have in there with you to help you get out?
That's a good one. I'll take Barry. It's
Really?
my nephew right there.
Very cool. We're going to wrap things up with Julius Erving when we return.
All right.